Look, more pages! Except for these are the ones before I had sketched, or before I had started the marathon. And there's 5 doubles here, so 10 pages, and this is what I gotta at least start inking today. And obviously this is the other portfolio with the sketching. I did the 5 pages that I need, so it's inking time. Yay! Inking, inking, inking. Spoilers! Inking, inking. Yeah, when I ink, I definitely pick random panels to do. Usually I grab one pen and I use that until I feel like it's hating me or I run out of that size. Or I'll just kind of do random ones that I feel like. Usually I leave the small ones for last because it's a lot more detail. And then obviously this one has like will have a pretty detailed background, so I'm definitely putting that off for last. But like these, they're pretty simple. Yeah. This one turned out good. And here I use the 5, which I don't usually use for regular panels, usually just for the frames here. And then if it's like a big piece. So, yep, and there's my pens, by the way. I use these. And I do have the one ready to go next because I'm going to do the small ones, so keep going! One last thing about inking. It only works really, really well if you have good pens. So, future reference for all you manga artists out there, you'll be more likely to get more done if your pens agree with you. Maybe half of these pens are actually good. So I try to use those first to get the flow going, and then, yeah. So only half of these are good, which means I start with the good ones and then I move on. But yeah, anywho. Still inking. Still inking. Still inking. Yes. That's fun. So, vlogs. They're pretty cool, I guess. It probably works more if you actually have something to say each time, which is why I'm really trying to think of how I'm going to continue after this comic marathon. I know for sure that I will be continuing the Haruko's Adventure episodes at least once a month. That kind of reflects what's going on with me over this next year, so in a way it will kind of be updating, but in a somewhat indirect way, I guess. So you will have updates, they'll just be kind of cryptic, I guess. I mentioned I'm going to be super busy till the end of November, so I can't promise anything legit and interesting. But I do have material that I don't know if you guys want to see it or not. Obviously, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I do comics, but I haven't made a push to like promote them, at least not on YouTube yet. And I've seen a couple other people putting comics up where they do like panel by panel, but maybe if I did something like that with every new chapter that's out, that might work. Or with the Japan comic strips, that I could probably narrate, and then I could go into a little more depth on that to give you another view, because I have the comic, which is very brief, and then I have the blog, which is detailed but doesn't have that personal. I mean, it's personal, but it's not. Well, I'm not eloquent. I still have problems figuring out what words I want to say like right now. So I don't know. Maybe something good will come out of it. So if you guys wanna see something like that, maybe just let me know, or if you have anything else in mind. Otherwise, I'll probably just have the Haruko episodes and random stuff until November, and then I can sort of wrap my head around what I really want to post as far as videos go. So, yeah, that's the business side. So, yeah. Um, I know you guys are probably tired of hearing this, but I'm gonna get back to work. If you're tired of hearing it, imagine, just imagine. But I'm not complaining, because the more work I do, the more work that gets done, the closer I am to freedom. Freedom. Can't wait. Ciao. Okay, so one more thing I forgot to mention. There is a future project that I have been working on for a few years now, so I'm still, figuring out what direction I want to go with it in as far as media wise. And I think part of it I do want to explore doing on YouTube, but it would be like a really small part. And in any way for that, I'm 90% sure I'm going to need voice actors, which means I'll need auditions. This probably won't happen till after November, obviously. But for those of you who actually watch this video now, you get a heads up. So please look forward to that. And if you're interested, of course there'll be more details later. Just look forward to it, and hopefully I get to hear your voice in one of these characters.